What's up, y'all? This is Pacman Jones, keep crazy company. And we back on another week. Before I introduce the cast right here, let me tell you a couple things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Kareem Jackson getting suspended 4 games. Was the hit good enough for 4 games? I don't think so. Then we also talk about the top quarterbacks in college and who do I like personally. Take the next level and be the #1 overall pick. And we also talk about the Vikings. Are the Vikings the real deal? No, 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 no.
Oh,
no.
really?
No, 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 no. And we're going to get back into who's impressed me, the youngest rookies in the NFL. But today we got Daddy-O in the building. We got Dr. Hodge in the building. We got my main man, Evan, in the building. How y'all doing, man? How was the weekend?
Great.
My kid scored a goal, Pac. My kid plays soccer. He scored a goal.
Tell little Ev, I seen him. He took that dribble, boom, stole the ball, and got it all the way down there. That had to be really exciting, man, huh?
It was good. I got a little mini Ronaldo in the house. We'll see how that goes.
That's what's up. Daddy-O, how was your weekend?
It was good, Pac. It was good. I was just counting my blessings, which is my dollar bills.
Counting his money,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong
and
with
I
it.
got to say, there were 2 goals scored this weekend because I passed the kidney stone.
Hey, congratulations.
They say it's more painful than giving childbirth, but I did it. So,
How bad was it? Was it painful?
well, I screamed so loud all the windows in my house broke. But
What did you name it?
yeah, well, I haven't named it anything just yet. But I'm wearing it around my neck sometimes. This is what I wear in the show.
That's good.
We got our ice on, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, man.
Let's do it.
Kareem Jackson, Denver Broncos
Yeah, man.
DB, suspended, Ev.
4 games for a hit on Green Bay Packers tight end Luke
Just not
Musgrave.
fair.
Dude, he hit the dude pretty hard, but the NFL said that it was unnecessary roughness, repeated violations of the unnecessary roughness policy, suspended him 4 games without pay. Now he's appealing that, but if he doesn't win the appeal, you know how much money it's going to cost him?
How much?
It's going to cost him $558,000. He's going to have to write that check to the NFL. Wow. He's 35 years old. He's been playing in the NFL a long time. Pac, you're the expert around here. What did you think of the hit? Was it dirty?
I don't think the hit was dirty. He did hit him. Kareem Jackson is a friend of mine, first and foremost. I met him through Darquez, and we've always talked about the game. He plays with a high motor. I'm happy to see a guy at 35 years old playing at that caliber of football. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that when they get that old, they shine away from contact, trying to save the body. Do I think it deserved 4 games? Hell no, I don't think it deserved 4 games. Maybe if you're going to suspend him a game or 2, but I definitely don't think it deserved 4 games at all.
And
So-
about the 550,000, what do you think about that?
Whoo!
It's a lot of money.
That's like a little airplane.
Pac, what was the most you were ever suspended for like a play on the field? Or I'm sorry, what was the most you ever fined for a play on the field?
Initially, I was fined $285,000 for my incident with
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, me and Amari. That incident cost me $275, and then
my God.
Was it worth it?
I appealed it.
And?
When I appealed it, it got taken down to like $25,000, I think.
Wow.
A
Wow.
lot.
Yeah.
So
Let me ask you a question.
On that one.
Let me ask you a question. When you go home, right, and you're done with the game and you got that fine, the NFL tells you got a fine, like, what's the conversation like at home with the family when they're like, hey, man?
Well, the bad part about it, you don't get the letter until Wednesday.
Right.
I'm gonna say Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes the media find out before you find out, because on Tuesday normally is the player days off. So some guys don't even come in on Tuesday. But it's not a good feeling when you walk in there Wednesday with that FedEx letter in your locker, because they come in a FedEx letter. And
right.
Everybody be like, oh, how much is it? How much is it?
Man.
Not a good feeling at all.
Yeah, a big one.
I would just tell the wife that I've decided to donate, $250,000 to charity, because it does go to charity.
Oh my God. Hey,
That's right.
This is Pacman Jones, Keep Crazy Company. Daddy-O, Dr. Hodge, Ev, we in the building. We're going to be right back.
Let's get back.
We're going to be right back. We'll be right back. And when we get back, we're going to talk about the top quarterback. Pacman Jones keep crazy company. I got my whole cast here. I got Evan up at the top. I got Daddy O at the top.
Yeah.
Got Dr. Hodge at the bottom. The big question, Ev, everybody's talking about these college quarterbacks. Who do you like, and what do you think about all of it?
Well, look, I mean, everybody seems to think Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in college football. Obviously, he's at USC. He's crushing it right now. I looked up his numbers. He's got, I had it written down. 2,277 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. There's another quarterback. We've had 6 games so far, I believe, right? Yeah. And then we got, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just want to say, I never look at the numbers. And it always does me right. Daddy-O knows when everybody was saying they were saying like in year 1 or year 2, they were saying Tua was a bust. I was like, no, I've seen the kid play. I've seen the moves. He's got the moves. I say Caleb Williams, he's the real deal. This guy is even better than what they're saying. I've seen him play.
I've seen him in person too. He's fast. He's super
amazing.
fast.
He's
incredible.
Amazing. He's a perfect quarterback.
There's another guy that everybody's talking about, Shedeur Sanders at Colorado. He's leading the country in passing yards right now. 2,420 passing yards, number 1 in the nation. 21 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. And the national exposure he gets because, look, if you guys have been following the media news, every time Colorado plays, it's like the most watched game in college football. Everybody loves watching them play. It's super fun. But I get caught up in the hype because I love watching them play. But, Pac, like, you're the expert here. Who's the better quarterback? Who's going to get drafted higher? If you were an NFL GM right now, who would you go all in for? Shedeur Sanders or Caleb Williams?
The question is Shedeur going to come out? It's no pressure for him to come out. I think I heard Deion say, look like the Falcons going to have to take 2 of them. I can see that happening. The Falcons are playing pretty good right now. I don't think they'll be high enough. They would have to probably trade up to get him if he was to come out. But, man, this kid has been a winner since day one, man. Like, he won state championship, then go to D1 AA college just to play with Pop. I mean, his dad, win it again, and playing at a high level week in and week out. And when everybody right now is playing their best game when they are playing against Colorado. So I think that speaks high volumes. He's handled the pressure really good. And he is a fucking dog, bro. Like, it's no question about how he carries himself. He is a little quiet spoke sometimes, but he have every tangible that you can look within being a star.
So let me ask you a question on that, because you keep referring to Deion Sanders as Pop, and the reason you do that is because you go back a long way with Deion Sanders and the Sanders family. You've known Shedeur and Shiloh since they were kids, little kids. They're still young.
Yeah.
But like, tell me about Shedeur Sanders, right? Because, when the NFL drafting process comes along, they're going to want to know about him personally. You can see what he can do on the field. Everybody knows he's talented. Everybody can see it. Tell me some stories about him that you think people should know about him that helps, like, tell who he really is.
It speaks on it. It speaks on all levels. Like a kid that could have went to numerous of different D1 colleges that could have got paid way more money than he got paid at Jackson. So that speaks value of him as a person already. He don't care about all the glitz and glamour. Yeah, he got all that. He grew up with all this shit. So that don't really turn him to make a nod. And I think a big thing with the coaches when he was getting recruited, he want to know and get better about the game, man. This Tom Brady model or big brother, I should say.
What's that relationship like with him and Tom Brady?
I don't know that personally. I probably asked him that one time. We just talked the other day. When we were talking other things besides football. It's easy to talk football. And we do get in our conversations, but our thing is we talk way more than football. We hardly ever talk about football. I don't even call them like, hey, bro, you killing it. No, bro. What are you doing, bro? Get up, bro. Like, so that's more of our conversation. But Daddy-O, you got a little brother. How you think?
Yeah. He's muted.
Oh, he's muted.
He's muted. We can't hear him.
Sorry. Yeah.
Daddy, who's your best quarterback in college right now?
I'm going with Sanders as well because he's not only under figurative pressure, Pac. This guy's getting pressured all the time with that offensive line. I mean, this is a program that is not used to being at the top of college football. They are building that program. Deion's building that program. And he is still managing to play at an elite level, even though he doesn't have all the support around him that he deserves.
I understand that. Do Colorado win the national championship after this year? Anybody got a yay? What are your odds on that?
I
If
think
he
that
stays.
I think Daddy-O has a good point. They're building, right? They're in year one of a massive rebuild over there, and they're doing a fantastic job. Now, are they going to be contenders for the national championship in a year? Realistically, probably not. But I saw they
What?
just landed. I don't think so in a year, but
What?
they just landed like a 4 or 5 star recruit, one of the top high school quarterbacks in the country. Dion's bringing. He said he was bringing in luggage, and it's Louis Vuitton. It's not just Shedeur. He's got truckloads of the Louis Vuitton coming, and that program, as good as they are now, they're only going to get better. I say 2 or 3 years, they might be realistic championship contenders, but I think they're, and don't get me wrong, no disrespect, they're moving in a hell of a direction.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about realistically playing for the title, give them 2-3 years.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back. This is Adam Pacman Jones.
Yeah.
Keep crazy company.
He does.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we got a lot to talk about because we got to talk about the Vikings. Are they the real deal? Because Mr. Irrelevant finally had a bad game. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with Pacman Jones. Keep crazy company. Hello, world. This is Pacman Jones. Keep crazy company. We're back. I got Daddy-O. I got Dr. Hodge and my main man, Elvin. We're back, and we got to talk about it. San Francisco quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, finally had one bad game, and everybody talked about the Vikings is a good team. Get the hell out of here. The Vikings are trash.
Trash. You still
Trash.
think they're trash? You don't believe? Oh no!
Trash.
Wait,
You
you
don't
Vikings players in there? Wow.
You don't believe in Kirk? You don't believe in Kirk magic?
I don't believe in none of the Kirk magic at all. Come on, bro. Mr. Irrelevant finally had a bad game, and everybody's trying to say that the Vikings are back. The Vikings are not back.
Yeah.
The Niners aren't as good as people thought.
The Vikings, the Niners are really good. They just had an
Yeah.
off week,
2
No
weeks in a row.
Debo. No Debo.
Yeah. No Debo.
Purdy just finally had off game, and then you got McCaffrey coming back, rushing. So it wasn't, all the pieces to the puzzle wasn't there. I definitely would not say San Francisco is not the real deal. But
Do you think, now let me ask you a question on that sense, because the 49ers have looked dominant, right? And everybody's picking them to, crush it and all that stuff. They didn't look great when you were in the locker room, as you've been with, a bunch of great teams and some bad teams. Like what's happening in the locker room right now in the 49ers side? Like, how do you get back to where you were?
I don't think they're going to get down. They got a championship caliber team. They've been to NFC Championship. They've been to a play, I should say, before and can probably get to the Super Bowl. Last year, they gave everybody hurt in one goddamn game, which was unbelievable. So I don't think that's an issue of one game with San Fran. They have an unbelievable head coach and an unbelievable GM.
Pac-Man, is McCaffrey's oblique is still bothering him?
Now, what's an oblique? Do you mean oblique?
Yeah.
Is that like a barbecue?
I was just reading the.
When I look at the Minnesota Vikings as a Bengals fan, I see them having, like, it's like the Bengals are missing one thing that the Vikings have. See, the Bengals have great receivers like the Vikings, but the Vikings have good run blocking, and I feel like those two things together make an offense consistently good. And that's why the Vikings win a lot, even if maybe Kirk Cousins is not like, a superstar.
I think the Vikings is the last place in their fucking division.
You hate the Vikings. Why do you hate the Vikings so much, Pac?
I'm not a Kirk fan, bro. Like,
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm just not.
He reminds.
I like
It's
him as a person.
PTSD from Andy Dalton. He reminds him of Andy Dalton.
He's an
He
Andy
do.
Dalton-esque player, but he does better in the clutch and in important moments than Andy Dalton did.
That doesn't. Seem.
Did you guys watch the?
Why would you say that?
Because he's just got a better record of actually winning. in
Hoji,
big
I would
games.
just back down.
Okay. This has been Pacman Jones, crazy company.
Oh my God. Hey, this is Pacman Jones, Keep Crazy Company. Daddy-O, Ev,
Yeah.
Dr. Hodge. We're going to be right back. See what kind of investments you guys have for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Right here
My
on
time to
Pacman
shine.
Jones, Keep Crazy Company. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, y'all? This Pacman Jones, Keith Crazy Company, and we're back. Daddy-O, Dr.
Yep.
Hodge, Ev. Before we get into the segment, Ev had a question for me before we left.
Yeah, man. We were talking about Kareem Jackson at the top of the show, and I know you say he's not a dirty player, and I believe you on that. But my question for you is, it got me thinking, like, who is the dirtiest player that you ever played against? Is there one person that stands out that you were like, anything like that?
Cognito.
Yeah.
Richie Incognito.
Yes.
Interesting. Why?
Slumback.
Really?
He was, if you go watch his film, he is a dirty player.
I always heard that people who play his teammates loved him. But you're saying,
of course you're gonna love him.
Yeah.
Same way people don't like Vontaze. I thought Vontaze played pretty clean, if you ask me.
Right.
Yeah.
Richie Incognito. Interesting. All right, thanks for answering the question. I appreciate that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Daddy-O, let's get into it, baby.
All right,
to
look,
Daniel.
Pac-Man Jones, you are one of the most athletic people on this show.
Yeah.
And
You are
a lot
on
of our
Mr.
fans-
Universe.
A lot of our fans have been contacting us. They're like, I want babies, but I want them to look like Pac-Man. I want them to
We
run
want
like
little
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
because of that, Pac-Man, I've come up with a very interesting proposal for you in our next segment. Mr. Pac-Man Jones, how do we create more Pac-Mans in the world? It's very simple. You have heard of prenatal vitamins.
We're using science.
We're using science to create genetically modified babies that are more Pac-Man Jones. We're calling it Mommy's Starters Pack. And it is, you can see the little Pac-Man Jones there on the bottle.
Oh my God.
These,
He's got the hair too, Pac.
yeah. Pac-Man, this has all of your, your typical prenatal vitamins, your vitamin D, your calcium and all that. But it also has some things very particular to Mr. Pac-Man Jones. Like what? Well, Pac-Man Jones always played with fire in his belly. So we put hot sauce.
Yeah.
Pac-Man Jones has beautiful hair. So we put kerosene.
Keratin. I think you
Kerosene, because we want that nice black sheen. We want the nice, beautiful.
You're gonna be killing a lot of people with this.
Yeah. This does not sound healthy.
Keratin.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, okay,
sounds
Pac-Man
pretty
Jones.
good.
Pac-Man Jones has great flexibility, and so we put rubber in
Oh
the.
my God.
Yeah, we put
We're
rubber.
killing everybody.
He's strong. I hope you didn't put lead.
finally, Pac-Man's diet consists very much of tobacco and dip. So yes, we have put organic tobacco in these prenatal vitamins.
You put
Oh my
tobacco in prenatal vitamins.
Sounds.
Tobacco's back, by the way. Tobacco's back. Yeah.
Oh my God. This is Pacman Jones, Keith Crazy Company. Daddy-O, I don't think we're going to invest in that one. But if
What?
y'all like it, y'all stay tuned. Daddy-O will drop the link for y'all to get this stuff in.
Yes.
See if it works. It might work. This is Pacman Jones, Keith Crazy Company. We had a hell of a show today, guys. Thank y'all. Stay tuned.
Wait, no, Pac, no. You didn't hear my thing.
Oh, Dr.
Yeah.
Hodge, I didn't
Dr.
know
Hodge
you
is
had
great.
You
something
got to
for
give me
me.
my thing.
Yeah.
My
What you
Same
have for me
thing.
today?
my Hojoscope. So
The
okay, so
Hojoscope.
I was telling Daddy-O about how the modern NFL is a lot like the disco era. You got your
Okay.
TikTok, your dancing culture. But, it used to be the Icky Shuffle, now it's the Griddy. And I'm sure, Pac, you know about the history of the Griddy, how Jamar Chase actually learned it from Allen Davis in high school, and Allen Davis got it from a high school teacher named Ted Griddy May. And then it got big on YouTube. We're living in an age, Pac, and I just got to comment on it, where you got your Swift and your Kelsey, and it reminds me a lot of Sally Field and Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
Like of the disco era.
Yeah.
And your Donna Summer and John Travolta of the 70s are our Margot Robbie and our John Travolta of today. And so, to close the show, I wanted to sing a song for you, which is a disco song, but I'm going to use an altered quote from a big game of last season, and I want you to guess what game that is after I sing the song, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you hit it, Nagin, please? We kicked it off down in Texas town. Off-season vibes, we were all around. New receivers, a brand new game. Learning their moves, stoking up the flame. Freak out! Yeah! Woo! I'm feeling it. Okay, so what game am I referring to in disco terms?
Not a
It's
clue.
speech. It's a speech. We kicked it off down in Texas town. Off-season vibes. We were all around. New receivers, a brand new game, learning their moves, stoking up the flame. No clue?
No clue.
Last season, that is Patrick Mahomes' big speech after beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
I didn't know that.
See? And see how perfectly it works with disco? And you tell me we're not living in the disco age.
We're signing you. We're signing you to the label. Hey, this is Pacman Jones, Crazy Company. It's never a dull moment with this group and cast that we have. We hope y'all stay tuned. We'll see y'all again. Dr. Hodge, have a great weekend. Daddy Yellow, have a nice
See you guys later.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Pacman Jones, Crazy Company. Y'all stay tuned. Next week.